What's going on, everybody? This is Jamie from Sharonatsea News Department. Hey, there's a wild and crazy story coming out of Britain today with regards to a P&O cruise ship that had a little bit of an issue late last night. Let's stop clowning around and let's get right to the news. Alright, there's not a tremendous amount of information, and I've really not seen much in the way of photos or videos from this story, but let's see if we can break it down for you. Yesterday afternoon, P&O Cruise Line's beautiful cruise ship, the Britannia, was leaving the city or the town of Bergen, which is off the coast of Norway, as it was wrapping up an amazing week-long cruise to the fjords. It was a European cruise. It originally left Southampton, England, and it was heading back to the home port. Now, I'm not an expert on P&O Cruise Lines or what happens on these cruises, but one thing I'm familiar with is they do have a lot of what they call patriotic parties. It's kind of a big deal for the ships that leave out of England. Somewhere along the cruise, usually towards the end, they'll have a huge deck party, music, dancing, and I'll tell you, if you know anything about the Brits, plenty of drinking. Folks are waving the British flag around, having the time of their lives as they celebrate an amazing week-long cruise on a gorgeous cruise ship. Now, these parties can last all afternoon, all evening, and deep into the night, and it looks like that might be what happened, as a number of folks were wrapping up their evening, enjoying their time together in the buffet area. It was on the 16th deck of the ship. There's a buffet area called the Horizon Buffet. There's a nice restaurant there too called the Beach House just adjacent to it in the aft of the ship. And I'm not sure exactly where everyone was when this started, but apparently there was a little bit of a formal get-together, and out of nowhere a gatecrasher came in dressed as a clown. I know, it sounds a little odd, right? As a clown? I mean, I know I like to clown around on a cruise ship, but that might be taken a little bit too far. Now, apparently some passengers really took offense to this. This cruise was touted as a no fancy dress cruise. Now, to you and I, fancy dress might mean shirt, tie, suit, formal wear, and that kind of thing. But in the UK, fancy dress refers to not dressing in costume or as a character. Now, I'm not sure if that's something they like to do on the cruises out of the UK. Again, I'm not that familiar with them. But that's what I understand, and that's what I've read as far as what the no fancy dress cruise refers to. So while some folks were enjoying some of their last time on the ship, and from what I read having a little formal get-together, someone stormed in, probably with a couple of cocktails under their belt, and crashed their little party. Now, this pissed off a number of people, and what started as a little argument and scuffle turned out to be an all-out bloody brawl. And when I say bloody, I don't mean like British bloody. I mean like bloody. Furniture flying, plates, anything that could be picked up and tossed around. Fists were flying. All total, 6 passengers were injured. 2 were actually arrested, maybe the instigators of the brawl. We're not sure. News will probably come out soon about the details. But there are reports that there were people that were out late, hiding, ducking out of the way, running for cover, running for safety. Even some of the staff were hiding so they didn't get injured. I mean, all in all, it's a pretty wild story. I'll be eagerly awaiting any of the video that you know is soon to surface to see exactly what went on. Now, the P&O cruise ship Britannia did return to its home port of Southampton, England today. P&O Cruise Line actually made a statement saying they don't believe it was actually the clown that caused it. Maybe the clown was just a byproduct of the incident. Maybe we'll never know, I'm not sure. But it's hard to think of someone, no matter how many beers or cocktails they've enjoyed, getting that pissed off to start a fight with a clown. I mean, who doesn't love a clown? Unless maybe it's this one. Regardless, I just want to come on and talk about this story a little. There's been a lot of bad news regarding cruising lately, and I just thought it was nice, number one, to hear about a cruise line that's not your normal Carnival Royal Caribbean Princess cruise line that you're familiar with. And number two, to hear that it was actually just some fun person in a clown outfit causing all the ruckus. We hope everybody's okay. We heard there were no other injuries besides 6 people that were injured during the scuffle. And when it's all said and done, hopefully the passengers on that ship can look back and have a good laugh at everything that happened. And one day, they can tell their grandkids the story of how they were on the cruise ship where one of the biggest brawls in cruising history was started, all just because of a sweet little clown. Thanks very much for watching. We appreciate you stopping by today. If you're into cruise news, cruise vlogs, anything else that has to do with cruising, we'd appreciate if you just hit that subscribe button before you leave today. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when there's new content coming out. Check us out Monday nights for our Monday night live show. And from all of us here at Sharon at Sea, Matthew, Sharon, and myself, we just want to leave you with one thought. Happy cruising.